Pisces, listen, everything's getting better, I promise you. So we're just going to get right into your reading, and I'm going to continue with this encouragement for you. Oh, Pisces, you guys are one of my favorite signs. You guys are the sweetest. And you're such romantics at heart. And, that's not always a good thing. At least when it comes to your personal emotions, it might not feel like a good thing. So these are how they laid out for me. Actually, now that I just straightened them all out, I'm going to flip them around so you can see how they actually were for you. And I've been pulling 4 cards for every sign, but for you, 2 came out together. Actually, these 2 came out together, and these 2 came out together. But yeah, that's besides the point. Mercury retrograde is over April 15th. So I feel like this is why you're still kind of reflecting on the past and reviewing everything that happened and, just feeling stuck. So we have the 5 of Swords in reverse. We have the 6 of Swords in reverse. We had the Fool upright. That's a 0 card in the Major Arcana. It can be the beginning or the end of the story of the Major Arcana. We have the Knight of Swords, and we have the 10 of Cups upright. So going back to this, we have the 5 of Swords. So when it's upright, it's like, doing something for your own personal advantage at the expense of others. So doing something that mentally you had to do for yourself, but you are hurting somebody in the process. So this could be good or this could be bad. However, based on the last couple months of readings, I feel like this was a good thing. So 5 for me is about change. So this is a change of, like, you're changing your mind about something. So in reverse, I'm seeing this as a block. I'm seeing this as, especially since we are in Mercury retrograde, I'm seeing this as going back and looking at this argument or this event that had occurred where you made a decision and changed your mind about what it is you wanted to do. Kind of like taking advantage of some opportunity so it would benefit you in the future kind of thing. So this is like getting stuck in your head about this, about what had happened in the past, whether it was an argument or some kind of one-upping over people. Could be a way of looking at it. So we're getting stuck in that. And this is interesting that both of these are swords, and swords are representative of the mind, of communication, of expression. And Mercury rules the mind and communication and expression. So being in retrograde, it makes sense that these are both flipped upside down. So it's like you're stuck here. This is like a block, a mental block that is making you reflect and review your past choices and decisions. 6 of Swords. I feel like this was in regards to a relationship where you were feeling like you were taken advantage of for your ideas, or just taken advantage of, or you thought that you were being taken advantage of. in reverse, it's like, you know that it wasn't good for you and you've let it go. But also, I just have this vibe of being stuck in the fact that you have let this go. Like, just going back and thinking about the past and everything that you had gone through, arguments and disagreements and being taken advantage of. Going back and just being stuck in it and maybe wondering if you made the right choice by letting it all go, by putting it behind you. And so that happens. But my advice for the first half of the month, if you were in some sort of a relationship that was based on arguments and being taken advantage of, do not go back to it. Do not go back to that relationship. Especially when we're in Mercury retrograde, because it makes it difficult to focus, and it makes you doubt your own mind and your own decisions. So at least wait until afterwards to make any sort of drastic decision. Okay, so this happens and whatever, it's shitty and it sucks. So we're just gonna push that aside. And let's just focus about everything that happens after Mercury goes direct again, when vibes are back to normal. So we have the Fool. And this is the beginning of something new. You're putting the past behind you, finally. You feel like you're finally able to move forward. You were stuck in the muck and muddling over it and kind of going through it over and over again in your mind. Did I do the right thing? Am I sure? I'm doubting myself, And finally, mid-month, you're just fuck it. I'm putting all that behind me and I'm moving forward and I'm excited for the future again. And I'm putting my faith in the universe. I'm putting my faith in myself and my own ability to make decisions for myself and trusting that I made the right decision and moving forward with excitement and trusting that I'm not going to fall. When I take that leap of faith, I'm going to fly. I'm going to soar. And you do. And you soar ahead and you charge ahead towards your dreams. So the only thing is, if you're trying to start something new, just make sure that it's great to start over again. It's great to be in this energy, but if there's some sort of project that you're getting really excited about and you're let's do this now, I haven't really thought it through, but I'm going to charge ahead anyway. Just take a beat and really think it through before charging ahead, because that's what this is all about. Acting faster than you're thinking about something. And these came out together. So the 10 of Cups is being fully aligned in love. It's your ultimate dream is perfect alignment with the vibration of love. Being in something romantic. Being emotionally fulfilled. Having the life of your dreams, having the love life of your dreams, Mr. or Miss Right, coming into your life. And we have this happily ever after kind of love relationship here where everything is dreamy and it's almost too perfect, almost a little bit too perfect. And who are all those drinks for? Are more people coming? Are we celebrating something? Is there a party? Are we waiting for other people to show up? You know what I mean? So your cup is more than full here. So it's almost like going to the extreme of your idea of love. Overly romanticizing it almost. And that's okay. It is good to dream again. I'm glad that you are, feeling inspired by love again. And maybe that's what this is all about. You're putting a past relationship behind you and you're believing in love again and you're charging again towards your goal of being in something that is loving and safe and perfect. So just know that nothing is ever perfect. So if you're trying to find this perfect relationship, it's not out there. It is not out there. There's someone out there that is perfect for you, but every relationship has its flaws. And it's up to you to decide what it is that you are okay with, loving anyway. You know what I mean? Not something abusive, not letting something abusive like slide by verbally or physically or mentally or emotionally. That's not something to be okay with. Something like they left the toilet seat up or they chew with their mouth open, stupid shit like that. Like there's always going to be something that isn't perfect. But overall, when you look at it from a distance, it is. You know what I mean? It's perfect for you. So you're believing in love again. And the only other warning I would have, especially with this card being here, is if you come across another relationship towards the end of April and you just charge towards it believing that it's going to be this. I think that giving yourself the time to go out on an adventure on your own and in the pursuit of love for yourself is going to lead you here. So I think personal self-development on your idea of love and what that is for you, and turning that inwards towards yourself and improving your own love relationship with yourself would be very beneficial for you during this time. But also, if you find yourself coming closer to an other relationship, just make sure that you are being realistic about it and not getting caught up in the dreaminess of it, and really being realistic and keeping in mind everything that you went through in the past. Not letting that deter you completely, but just knowing that nothing is perfect. But what are you willing to deal with? What are you willing to accept in your life? So moving forward with boundaries. So reflecting on what boundaries are important to you. You know what I mean? Where do you draw the line in relationships? Making sure that you have that planned out before you start into a new one. Okay, Pisces, I think that's very important for this month. But I am so proud that you are charging ahead in the pursuit of love again. In the pursuit of your own happiness again. And I hope that, when you're in the pursuit of love, you're keeping yourself in mind in the process. Okay, Pisces. So I'm going to grab an oracle card for you and see what it has to say. We're taking it from the Magical Messages of the Fairies by Doreen Virtue. I hope this reading made sense for you for April. It seems like things are getting better and better for you when it comes to love, when it comes to your own personal happiness. But, just keeping in mind, what are you willing to accept in your life? Learning to create boundaries. So that the next time you're in a relationship, if that's what this is all about, but I have a feeling that it is. The next time you are in one, you know where you draw the line before you get in too deep. Interesting. Trust and follow through on a new business idea or career opportunity. So maybe that's what this is also about. Relationships in a career. So maybe this is about a job in the past that you put behind you and then you were doubting your decision on leaving that position. And now you're moving forward on some new business venture, charging ahead towards this perfect, business relationship. And it's just saying, like, trust yourself to move forward with this because it's going to work out for you. And knowing that nothing is perfect, there's always going to be some sort of conflict in a business relationship, but it's how you react to those situations. Do you become a pushover about it, or do you, step up and present your personal feelings and ideas and suggestions about how to move forward? So it seems like, these are like gnomes, like gathering up gold. So I feel like this is going to be a very lucky time for you. I feel like this is going to be a very opportunity is going to present itself towards the middle of April for you. Whether it's career-wise, whether it's just like the business of love, you know what I mean? Like looking at it from a business perspective and you are the investor, you know what I mean? Investing in love. So this is a great card. Career opportunities and new business ideas are coming. And also just making sure that you're really thinking it through, writing everything down, going to somebody that you trust completely for some advice on how to move forward. Just not acting before really thinking things through, because that's where mistakes start to happen, and then you have to backtrack and do it all over again, and then you start reconsidering everything, and then it just all starts to fall apart. So really thinking it through so that you can get to a place of fulfillment, of success, of peace when it comes to this new venture that you're working towards. Okay, Pisces, I hope that you enjoyed that. I really hope that you have a wonderful month.